I told HOA Karen the ice was too thin. Then her SUV cracked the frozen lake. The day it happened was a crisp January afternoon, the kind where the air feels like it could cut you in half. I was out for my usual walk by the lake, just a quiet, solitary stroll, when I saw her, Karen Delmont. Of course, driving her shiny black SUV toward the water. She was in full HOA Karen mode, clipboard in hand, probably looking for someone to yell at. I had learned to avoid her, but when I saw her SUV rolling closer to the frozen surface of the lake, I couldn't help but watch. The ice was barely holding up a thin crust of snow, a dangerous, cracked sheet that was only a few degrees away from total collapse. I had warned the neighbors, people who knew better than to trust the ice this early in the season, but Karen, being Karen, was oblivious to the danger. She stopped her vehicle at the edge of the frozen lake, adjusted her mirror, and then put the car in park as if she were about to take a leisurely drive across the surface. This was it. I couldn't just let her do this without speaking up. I walked over to her, waving my arms to get her attention. "Karen!" I called out. "The ice is too thin. You shouldn't drive on it." She didn't even look at me. "I'm fine," she said with that infuriating, dismissive tone. "I've got a brand new car. It's built for this kind of thing." She made a show of tapping the roof of her SUV, like she was some kind of ice expert. I shook my head. "Karen, the lake hasn't frozen solid yet. It's not safe. Trust me. Don't be ridiculous. I've got the HOA on my side. We've got rules about—" She didn't get to finish her sentence. Right at that moment, the unmistakable sound of cracking ice split the air. A deep, hollow thud. Her SUV's tires sank into the ice with a sickening crunch. I saw her face change from condescending to pure panic as the front of the car dropped a foot into the water. It wasn't a big drop, but enough to stop her dead in her tracks. The SUV's engine sputtered, and the front wheels were trapped, the icy water starting to creep up the sides. "See?" I said, leaning casually against a nearby tree. "Told you the ice was too thin." She rolled down her window, now visibly shaking. "Call someone! Help me!" she screamed. I pulled out my phone, dialed the authorities, and waited while Karen sat there, helpless, as her brand-new SUV was slowly consumed by the icy lake. A tow truck arrived soon after, but not before the entire neighborhood had gathered to watch the spectacle. Karen was left to explain to the police why she thought her luxury SUV could float. Needless to say, she hasn't been so quick to lecture anyone about rules or ice since.